Ah, yes. Microphone was on mute, that's a bit awkward. I swear I check this every time and I always forget. Is Terzil's shield not meant to give him mind control immunity? What is this? Well, that's just annoying. Anyway, I was talking about modular artillery, which is what we have today. We need an empty jump to configure it and make it work. And the choice of artillery will be ion today. Yeah, no, we don't have any mute streams. If the stream is muted, I've done something wrong. That's a bit of an oopsie on my end. Ooh, drones. This is the natural enemy of the Overconserver. They hate having to deal with annoying combat drones. Combat drones, well, they don't have focus damage, they have enough output to troll my Overconservers. So we might take a few hits through our lovely shield. There we go. Let's turn those annoying little drones off. And those guns, and oh, we have no oxygen. I wasn't paying attention for a moment. Deploy Terzil. who can't repair anything on his own because he's very stupid. Anyway, let's try it repairing stuff with Terzil's shield. Because he's completely useless if his ability is down, which is kind of annoying. But his ability makes everyone else repair things, except he doesn't because Terzil's a lazy shit. He's an NG that decided he's had enough of repairing things. It's everyone else's job now. Which is, well, questionable. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's keep going. Fix up this breaches so we don't have a problem later. We'll begin taking supply nodes. Hopefully we get, yep, empty jump. So there we go. We will configure, out of all of these wonderful artilleries, an ion one for some strange reason. I would never do this normally. I think ion is probably the last one I'm going to craft in a normal run. Because I don't like ion guns very much. Anyway, let's start throwing off some modular arty. Thankfully, because these drones don't use any power, we can actually use it. Yeah, that should give us a nice little kick to get us going. I think we might need to swap this stun ion out for something a little more useful, but for now it's okay. It'll do. It'll break those shields. Maybe we've got a nice bunker to hide under, so I don't think we're going to be too desperate for extra damage just now. As for the upgrade cost of modular arty, it's quite a lot. I don't think we have enough money right now. It costs about as much as cloaking for the level 2. There we go. So yeah, it's basically a Trion, but it uses 1 power and it's slower. So it's not particularly impressive just now, but if we get our hands on some interesting weapons from the store or an event, we might get something kind of savage going and well, that's an odd vibe. Now I don't know whether I want to use this. Well, we certainly have 2 options now. A light laser Mark II, huh? Well, we'll consider what we're doing after we visit Sylvan, because we're going to obviously sell him drone parts. No reason not to. Advanced fence. Why does he always give me this stupid augment? I don't want it. No. Absolutely terrible. And these weapons are complete trash. I'm very disappointed, Sylvan. Why must you fail me like this? Anyway, what do we got? We have a liberated sector. Oh, there's only 2 sectors to roll a slug ending to get 4 in a row. Very interesting. Let's get some cargo, though. No ancient weapons? Well, if we get an ancient weapon, we can get an ancient modular artillery, so that's something to look forward to. Oh, or we could run into Callie and die. That's also another option. Well, at least whatever she drops I can use this run, but this is not looking so good. I am not a fan of this at all. Because she can break my very fancy shield with a single shot of that ion. It's genuinely spooky. Oh, this is the stupid maths question. Rude calculator. Anyway, I think we've trolled the calculator adequately. Let's give this a go. Oh yeah, that's the downside of the mod artillery with the ion. If the shields aren't up, it's not going to hit the shields. It's kind of counterintuitive. Anyway, what are we going to get our hands on? Multiplier. Hull rushing is definitely viable now. This is not what I was expecting to be using, but this looks kind of nice. It's only 4 power as well. I wonder if this actually works or not. Yeah, this ship is a big troll. The enemy is not gonna have a good time. Anyway, let's install the drone arm so that we don't run out of drone parts. Let's take a look at this. We need a little bit more money. Okay. The store sells an overcharger. Well, the store seems to understand what we're in the mood for today, that's for sure. It's very interesting. Well, I'm not sure what to do with these. These almost seem like the weapons I'm looking for. But then again, I do see a burst 3, and that's also kind of good. I have too many good weapon choices right now. I could also go heavy stunner and mining beam. That also does a lot of damage. Well, I guess if we're getting heavy ion artillery, that actually could be better. Multiplier mining beam is definitely the weirdest thing I've ever used, but I think that's what I'm going to end up doing just now. We'll buy mod RT2 at the next empty jump. See, can we get a link? Ooh, a link. Ooh, I want to upgrade my mod artillery before we do that. And we're not going to get the chance. That's unfortunate. Okay, Zoltan shields. So, our artillery breaks a Zoltan shield fully, which is very nice. And with the ion artillery, I can break 2 shield layers with ion. So that there's wonderful mining beam through, which is really good. Yeah, this is a nice combo. I think we can get some mileage out of these weapons. Can we get empty jump though? I would really appreciate... Yay, there we go. Ion artillery 2. So now it's actually good. This is not what I wanted. I wanted to see some ancients over here. This is a little bit cringe. Anyway, we're power level 2. It now does a lot more ion damage, which is what I want. I think we can confidently break 3 shields now, just with ion damage. Alright, now we can get some beamage in. In a single swipe, we will utterly cripple this enemy ship, like so. We're in what, sector 2? That's a pretty good surrender, but I think we need some more. There we go, we'll get some resources instead. And we'll power oxygen, so we're good now. We've got a giant ion gun in the form of an artillery. And this shouldn't be too bad. NG Defender crew. I don't have an NG Defender. I have Terzil. Terzil is not an NG Defender, but okay, we got an amp ion for free. That's it's interesting, but it's not what we should have been getting. Yeah, here's the problem with multiplier. It's good for breaking shields, but it does not hit anything. Yeah, the shields are completely gone and it can't hit anything. Poor thing. So this enemy ship's cloaking timing, kind of annoying. But we will still whack them in the face. Autocannon 3, that is disappointing. That only sells for a tiny amount. Actually, we could use it. You know what? That's not terrible today. It's borderline usable, minus that... Is it even a... Missile cost isn't even problematic. I suppose we could use it instead of multiplier. We go all in on ion supremacy. We'll have our ion carriers. So we can get that powered a couple of jumps. That should be really good. I want a mantis. No. No free mantis. And oh, that's not a gun I like to see. It's very dangerous. Yeah, that's not a gun we ever want to see. I think that's only the level 2 though. So it's not as bad, but it's still pretty awful. Alright, what's our next model upgrade? It's, yeah, 150. 150 and then we get stuck with ion, which isn't a bad thing. Also need to be aware of that fuel cost, because we'd run out if we did it right now. So we'll need to buy some fuel at a store before we get that upgrade. And that's a problem, because I can't kill that. We don't have crew. We're going to just have to hope we finish the fight before this thing eats the ship. Or I guess Mining Beam could do a little bit of trolling. There we go. Just eat the ship, and we'll get Terzil over to do some repair job. But he won't do the repairing, he'll just sit around like an idiot. Everyone else does the repairing for him. It's like useful energy. Totally. Missiles for drone parts, no. If that had been the other way around, I'd have been very happy, but it would appear not. Ah yes, we were trying to rock or rock. Would you like rocks that make good friends, or rocks that want to whack you with giant boulders? I think we'll have friendly rocks. They seem slightly more useful. And Sylvan is here. I don't think he has a quest, it's just a normal, generic slug friend, this beacon. And here we are, 2 shields. Now we get to see this artillery actually do something useful, and oh gosh. I don't like this. Ouch. They shot before my things came up, and that kind of ruined me a little bit. So I guess we don't have any shields right now. We've got almost shields. And my almost shields seem to be doing a good job, so praise be for them. And there goes a little minigun. My flak minigun was successful, utterly trolling the rocks. I don't think they're going to have a good time. Right, so I think the lesson of the day here is we need some crew that can defend us from borders, because that was 2 rocks and we almost died. I think we need to try a little bit harder in terms of not dying. And oh, another boarding drone. It's indeed nice. So what do we got? AC. The store is giving me another option. We could do heavy 3. Now heavy 3 with all this ion, that would be a lot of damage. And it won't use any missiles. I don't know which one's better. It's what, 18 seconds for 9, 17 for 6, but it has volley. Neither one is better than the other, as far as I can tell. Alternatively, we could get another ion weapon and go for an even bigger beam. Because a glaive would be much better than a mining beam with the mod arty. It would time out better with the ion pulses. So I'm not sure. There's lots of options in this store. I think we'll go with the common sense option. And we'll sell multiplier. So there we go. We need another point of power. And I honestly think we need to go shields as well. I don't trust these overconservers to tank literally everything. They seem kind of sus. So we'll invest in more shields later to avoid accidental deaths. And this is why we get bored while we're waiting on this damned Zoltan shield to come up, and it ruins us. Anyway, this combo is nasty. Did we one-shot this ship though? That's pretty strong. I guess we do kind of have 7 weapon power already, if you count the modular arty as a weapon. But this is what we need. We need crew. And that is indeed crew. Anyway, I think we're done here. The crystal can man engines, so we can get some more dodge, because I think that's the only way we can really upgrade the overconservers would be by having more dodge, so their shields last longer. Do I want to make the rocks thick? No. I do not want to fight out how many jumps you're going to waste. That would be very bad. Instead, I'm going to vent you and your silly crew boarding methods. Anyway, that's a very screwed ship. And we'll do another little bit of this. Since if enemies board, they do technically get stuck on our ship, and I forgot I had a crystal. The crystal was not what we were looking for. Right, that's better. Onwards we go. We must collect more money, because we have a very awkward time. How much do we need? We need a load of fuel, and then we need a little, well, not a little bit of scrap. 100 scrap's quite a lot this early on in the run, but it should be doable. Once we trade with Sylvan, we can get some money. I'll drop one of these boys. Protect me from this pesky sun, please. I don't fancy getting wrecked by a sun. Oh! Why do I always get this when I have no money? These are really good crew. It would justify having a teleporter because of how good this is. But instead we're going to attack them because I can't buy any. And that makes me very disappointed. So the rocks must now die. Well, that chain flak, if that spins up, that's going to be trouble. My drones don't do very well against chain weapons. They have a very bad time. Anyway, let's use this mining beam for a little bit of trolls. Wonder if we can get a crew kill. Simply by being annoying. going to be difficult with that bad timing on the arty, but I think we could. No, it's definitely possible. That's as far as I can tell. But I don't think we'd have enough hulls, so we'll just blow them up. And onwards, we've got one more jump before we go and visit a slug merchant, and it's another sun. That's not what we're looking for. Did we accidentally enter the lost sun sector? There seem to be a lot of suns going in places that don't belong. Anyway, now that they're dealt with, we'll, I guess, tank a hit from the sun. Where did it go? An empty room. We locked out. No death for us today, it would seem. And the rock is gone. And we can go visit the slug friend. Slug friend should bring us goodies. Hopefully he'll actually sell me something worth buying this time. So let's sell him some more drone parts. What are you going to give me? Crystals and kernels. Okay. So we have things that are good at breaking shields. The elite rolled the worst one you could have got. It's the tiny one, so I don't think we need any of these, sadly. Chain kernel is interesting, but it's a bit of a gimmick weapon. Plus it chews far too many missiles to be worth buying. The solar kernel's the only one that catches my eye. This is kind of okay, but I still don't think it would be beneficial. I also don't know what I'd swap it out for, so that probably isn't worth it. So we don't need help breaking shields, we need help with staying alive, or things that would give us modular artillery upgrades at level 4. And that does not achieve either, so give it a miss. And oh, a shell. A shell has farted in my weapons room. That's terrible. Get out. Oh, that's awful. We're going to need to deal with that. Use your shield. There we go, this is the combo I like though. Heavy laser 3 with some solid ion. This is nasty. I'm getting 6 hull damage every time. This is definitely worth the wait. And a rock. So this is the issue with the Outcast sector. You get these rocks, right? But they don't do anything if you don't collect enough of them. I never feel like we're going to get enough of them for them to be worth having. Oh. Well, I guess we have one delay for next sector. That's just a bit awkward. Why? Well, I guess we're carrying a bunch of extra jumps into the orchid sector. 2 double delays back to back is kind of not so poggers. Anyway, fuel is what we need, and fuel is what we're going to get. Now for cheap fuel, I think we want to shop with the Zoltan. Yep. That's what we're looking for. And I guess we could sell this drone booster because it's not going to benefit us. We have overconservers. Advanced ventilation, is that worth it? Maybe. Might just be worth something. It's kind of questionable though. 4 shard, that is a direct upgrade of my mining beam. Sort of. Well, I think for what we have today, might actually be better with a mining beam, because we're not really going for crew kills at the moment. And we have augment of the day, so they have advanced ventilation and 2 augments that are cheap. What's this? A fuel conserver. We are going to spend all of our fuel on that upgrade, so that's probably kind of useful. We'll hold that for a while. Let's see what the orchids are having. This is a chance to lose crew. We'll give that a miss. We still can't afford mod RT3, so we'll just have to keep going. Let's keep trucking along. We've got Vamp Weeds. This is the moment where we praise the fact Zoltan shields are immune to missiles. Because boy, that would be a horrible encounter if they weren't. Oh. I spoke too soon. My drones didn't block the missiles. I am now disappointed. Did that seriously sneak another one through? Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is the problem with this shield thing. It's not reliable because it has to tank everything. It's not quite missile defense. It's almost missile defense. It's not quite. It's sussy missile defense. Which is not so good. So let's see, can we crew kill this by doing this? I feel like we might just be able to, unless they all sit in the same room and then I'd get trolled. I think that's the issue with this one. Yeah, there's too many of them trying to fix the same system. So we'll have to give that a miss, although taking 6 hull damage from missiles with 4 overconservers is kind of awful. I didn't think we'd let that many missiles through. So that's a little bit awkward. There we go, we get an orchid. So an orchid's nice. Probably put that in the doors. But that's definitely a neat benefit. And there we go, another crew. So that can go on weapons, because I don't think this dude will be maxed yet. And then the engineer, he's good for running around. He can fix things up as we go along. So we've got a monk store. Monk is good. There's Zoltans, they've cheap fuel. We need fuel, obviously. We'll probably just buy fuel. We didn't win the 50-50 coin flip today, sadly. But yeah, cheap fuel. Only 5 though. That's a bit awkward. We kind of needed a little more, but oh well. We could sell advanced ventilation to scrap some drone parts for money. That's definitely an option. I could deconstruct 30 drone parts and get, what's that, a profit of like 80 or 90 scrap. It's interesting. Don't think that's what we need right now, though. What's more interesting is cloaking, but I don't think we quite have enough money. I'd have to lose my 3 scrap from this fuel conserver. And I'd lose fuel. I think losing the fuel right now is actually the problem with cloaking. We're going to forgo cloaking a little while longer, because I need that upgrade. On this outpost, can they give us fuel? Because that would be great. Oh, we could get a huge amount of scrap instead. We'll do that. We'll save the enslaved orchids for sure. We just have to be wary of ships with missiles just now because our hull's a bit low, but this doesn't seem too dangerous. Seems like it's going to have a hard time breaking our shields, so this one's probably safe. And oh, that's really low, really low roll. That artillery. It's a bit sad, but oh well. We'll deploy the mining beam and geez, that you could mistake this for a Ransour, to be honest. The amount of breaches is absolutely ridiculous. Let's cut it again. A crystal, a regular crystal. What use would a regular crystal have on our ship? So he'd replace an orchid, I suppose, or would replace the rock, and he wouldn't be as slow. But crystals also got nerfed combat damage, so they're not actually very good anymore. I think just because it has low combat damage, I don't think we take it. Instead, see if we can get a different crew from crew killing them. Because this ship is already mostly vented, I think we just hold out for that instead. We'll only get one more swipe. I'll do that right as the... Oh, they're trying to run away. This complicates things further. I'm going to have to be very delicate with this swipe. I'll do that. Hopefully we vent everything in time. There we go. Let's see if we get offered a crew. If we don't get offered a crew, it's fine. I would like something else that's not a crystal. Now the human is being vented. What do we get? We get an orchid. Oh yes, because there were enslaved orchids on the ship. That is correct. Do we need yet another orchid? We're going to have issues extinguishing fires if I have 3 of them. So I think we're going to have to say no. Also, just notice this dude is a master engines operator, so that replaces my crystal. It's a surprisingly large benefit as well. Although I'm not sure how useful a crystal running around is going to be. So that's a bit awkward. Anyway, let's keep going. What do we got? 5 jumps. We can't actually use them all up. Unless we go upwards, so that's where we're going. It is a renegade with ballistic weapons, so this is not very friendly. I don't think we're going to wait, find out with this one. I think we're just going to go all in early. Get a cheeky swipe like this. And there we go. That should take the danger out of this encounter. I don't think we can crew kill them, but that's not really the point here. We'll remove the danger. And apparently they're going to eat our drones. Maybe we will need these drone parts just to replace ones that are getting blown up. I hadn't considered that, but... That actually seems to be quite a large problem. I guess it's because we have so many of them, there's quite a few chances for them to get hit in the face. It's a shame, but... do we wait? I don't really want to, but... Actually wasn't worth it because of the cloaking timing out badly, but... Oh well. Let's see, I want to get a swipe sort of here. Like that. There we go. Now the enemy ship can't repair any of that damage because that's how auto scouts work. They get very much trolled, so we're gonna continue the trollage by doing that. And then this. And it's done. You've saved the orchid children, though we are running dangerously low on the hull, so we're going to have to repair the hull. Rather expensively at that, because I'm going to use drone parts. And there we are. We just need fuel and then we can get another mod RT upgrade. So what do we got? Unregistered nebulous sale. Okay, so we can go to Hectare sector, that's very good, and there's lots of stores to buy fuel, so I feel like we're getting everything we want from this sector choice. We just visit a couple of these stores, grab enough fuel to keep ourselves happy, and then we might even buy some modular weapons along the way, because I can actually use them today. I think what we'd actually want, probably replace this mining beam for a modular laser. Because there's a lot of good modules you can get for these. The laser, of course, is the best modular weapon. Most of the time, you can use the missile. Modular missile with an accuracy or fire lock is also incredibly nice weapon, but I like the laser more. But that's definitely just personal preference. So what have we got here? Pierce mod. Pierce mod's interesting. It's better for the mod beam. We could go mod beam as well. That's also viable. Modular beam with a pierce mod is... I mean, it's just a straight upgrade of my mining beam. So that's interesting as well. Not sure what we'll do. Underclock is interesting, but I can't use it because we have mod arty. We're going to buy a pierce mod. I think we'll buy a pierce mod. I'm not going to go all in on the beam yet. I think we'll have a look at some more hectare stores first. But if we don't get anything else out of this sector, I'm definitely going to configure the pierce onto that laser. Because pierce is good. A shield piercing laser might actually be better than our heavy is right now. Just because there's no guarantee this ion will break every shield layer. 3, 2... And it fired the ion while it was cloaked. That's less than ideal for sure. Oh well, we'll just have to go with it. Thankfully the mining beam will likely breach these systems to prevent their repair, but we're not doing as much damage as I'd like. So our safety is most certainly not guaranteed right now. And yeah, its cloaking timing is very annoying. Not a fan. It's putting us on edge just now. We're not even getting any ion through. So I might have to whack the cloaking. We broke its piloting. That's actually going to help us more. That's better. That's what I like to see. And we got a conserving laser drone. That's some nice cargo to sell. Right before a store as well. So... collect an UA point. I think we buy our level 3 ion artillery now. That's that maxed out. A fire mod. Well, that's... I mean, if you're not using a fire mod, what are you doing? I mean, accuracy, sure. 20% accuracy on the laser is quite nice, but I don't care. I see fire mod, I click on it. The fire beam is trash, so we don't use that. Well, fire pierce beam? It's like a budget torch P. I don't think that's too incredible. I'm looking for a lockdown mod and a missile now, though. That would definitely be what we're looking for. Oh, look, a store selling modular artillery components. It's a shame we already have it. It's not very much use to us. Let's keep adventuring through the nebula. I don't want to take a fight during a ion storm because that would actually ruin us. Well, our shields are free, everything else is not, and the mod arty doesn't care. We've got a third level ion artillery, which leaves us with a bit of a power problem, but we'll solve that later. Chain Vulcan, though, I don't like that, because we have a very slow artillery now. That's very spooky. Okay. Yeah, we really have to go in on this. There we go. Very nice. We have disabled the ship. We can get bio kills now as well. Even though I can't see them, I know this. The advantage of Mass Ion 3 is that it starts doing bio damage, so it can crew kill on ships with low shields, which I can help out by doing a little bit of this. And there we go. I mean, yes, modular artillery is from an add-on. I'm not sure if I fancy waiting for this crew kill, but We'll definitely get one eventually. Unless they have anaerobic crew, and then maybe not. That does seem like it might be the case, though, because they are repairing everything, even though it's all breached. So I think we'll just kill them. A manager drone, that is interesting, but it's not quite what I was hoping for. I did not want a Karen drone. What I wanted was some something that sells for a lot of money, and that's not it. We'll collect that last UU point that is required, and we have a choice of modules. So, stun. No. I think we'll go to the next Hectare store and forget that it tried selling us the trashy stun mod. So we've got one more Hectare store to configure our extra tasty modular laser. That's not as dusk ringers on this. Turzil can go help out. It's fine. And there goes our mod artist. This should potentially even break it all the way through. Yeah, there we go. A single shot is all it took to completely wipe this of its shield, which is very nice. I'll give it a little bit of this, and I figure... I mean, we could wait for a crew kill. It's all Zoltans, so they're not gonna... They're certainly not gonna have much of a chance at fixing all this stuff. We'll do another swipe like this and they should be finished. It's just a matter of time now, because they're not going to be able to fix that breached room at all. Unless there's not Zoltans on that ship, and then they might fix things. That would be annoying. I need a life form scanner, man. Anyway, Zoltan. With 6 crew capacity, though? No, we don't need a Zoltan. If we had larger crew capacity, I might be interested, but I don't think we'd get much out of that. Onwards, what do we got? We have an annoying little auto-scout with a Corsair beam. That is about the least nice thing we could run into. Because that thing fully chained up is the bane of these overcharger drones' existence. Because it pokes holes in our Zoltan shield very easily. Oh, it's cloak time's out. Brilliant. Right, we'll have to hit their cloaking. There we go, they'll definitely get broken by this next shot. Because Auto Scout can't fix that. There we go, that should be a dead Auto Scout. Right. I don't have that exit beacon yet. I thought it might have been in here, but it seems I am mistaken. I wonder where it's hiding. Interesting. Right, so our last modules of choice are anti-bio and a second mining beam. If we had hacking, I'd go for that. That would be very, very good, but we don't have hacking, so I can't reliably stop enemies cloaking my artillery, so it's not yet going to be something we do. And it would be very preemptive to buy mining beam. Because I already have this nice mod laser, so maybe not today. We just keep on going. Because I certainly don't want an anti-bio fire laser, that sounds cringe. So let's keep on going. We'll look for the exit. It must be in the top corner of the sector. Oh, that's a lot of mantis. Where are they going? Oh, they're going up here. Okay, I could preempt them. Put someone in here, perhaps. Right, ion that up, and we can go with a cheeky swipe like so. That's a very screwed looking ship. I guess if we want a crew kill, I should probably have spread that mining beam thing like this, but I kind of wasn't paying attention. Let's try that. Right, well, I don't think this is going to do so hot. But anyway. We somehow got a crew member anyway. It's a mantis. I don't want a mantis. Mantis bad. Oh dear. Right, let's go onwards. Exit beacon is still not discovered. It must be one of these two. It's not going to be there, I don't think. We'll have to scan it anyway. It'd be very weird if it was. I have a feeling it's tucked right in the corner, though. Which is typical. Charge lasers, that's the other thing that this Overconserver hates. Things with a giant volley that can brute force their way through the shield. Ouch. Oh, that's on fire. How do we deal with fire? I wonder if his shield affects extinguishing rate. I guess we'll find out shortly. Really? Oh, this just sucks. Yeah, we need hacking as like an urgent upgrade. Because our mod RT is doing nothing to ships that have... cloaking at the right level. And Tarzil is not good at extinguishing fires, it seems. That's annoying. They're on fire. Oh yes, this is these set fires if they hit directly onto the hulls. That's quite nice. It does unfortunately mean we're not crew killing because I think their shields are going to burn out. I'm gonna try though. And we can just leave. Yeah, the shields are burning already. Oh well. No crew kills. Where's my exit beacon? It is indeed tucked right in the top corner. That's annoying. But also good, because it means we get as many jumps as possible. What have we got here? Pirate station in the middle of nowhere that sells fuel. An absolutely tiny 1 scrap discount. It's not much, but it'll do. And oh, we got unlucky. And we have a central shell nebula. I guess, okay, so slug ending streak is over. There's no opportunity for a 5th slug ending in a row. Because that is not the nebula we're looking for. It's a bit of a shame, but oh well. I could reroute this, I suppose. The boss here is really difficult, and it's probably gonna time its cloak really terribly for my arty, so might be a good idea, but I don't know. They call an ASB, well that's terrible. ASB goes through Zoltan shields, so that's no good. And our shell is stupid and broke my weapon. So we are in a little bit of bother. Thankfully shells hate being vented. Oh, we are in big danger. This is no good. And they cloak immediately after my mod arty hits them. This is just... I'm really not having a good time with this sector. Only just arrived and it's already mega cursed. I really should have rerouted here. There we go, we'll get that nice 1 pixel swipe. I do think we're going to be looking pretty rough though. I can't fix the... Can't fix the clone bay, unfortunately. And we might have to leave without getting a reward as well. Yeah, I don't think we risk taking 3 more damage, even though this shell's kinda dead. We just have to go. Sylvan's here. Sylvan would get us killed because we'd have to jump back to this guard. And I think he'd still be angry. So we'll have to leave him alone. This is not looking so good. I think we neglected our poor little overconservers a little bit too much. And we're starting to pay for it a lot. There's no point risking this. I've only got a volley of 4, so that's not going to cut it. We'll have to wait on that arty. Which thankfully yeets their entire shield. And there we go, that's a very dead ship. I think we actually will crew kill these because I can reliably burn them. Just by doing a little bit of this. There we go, that is all on fire. Fire damage actually might blow them up. Who knows? They must still have a lot of health because they didn't burn at all. And they're somehow repairing weapons, that's weird. How are you repairing weapons? Right, Slug Store. We only have 5 hulls, so I actually can't visit that. That has a chance to end the run instantly. Which is major BS, but it's only a 1 in 4 chance, but it's a chance I'm not taking. When I know full well it ends the run. Right, go get the crystal to... I was going to say hopefully stop that from... How did they not tank that? I have 4 of these. What are they doing? This thing's volley is like 6. That's awful. Anyway, it was a nice swipe. I must say this mining beam is definitely carrying the run right now. If we didn't have this, we'd be very, very not alive right now. Timing's not so good on that ion. So wait a little while longer. Just blow this one up. Getting crew kills against these is not easy, if possible at all. Distress, huh? That's... If we don't get a store in the next 3 beacons, we probably won't even be able to do it, and... Oh, this is maybe death, depending on what they roll. I'm gonna have no reactor power at all. They rolled a Frost 2 and a Pike, that is a volley of 6. So I can have 1 shield bubble, but that's assuming they also full charge that. Thankfully their shields didn't power very much. So let's hit a little bit of this. This swipe will determine whether or not we die, so let's make a good one. I think what I'm going to do is go from weapons. I really want to hit weapons, O2 and shields, but it's not really possible. Need an angle that's very... very much like that. There we go, they've now got a bomb charging. This is actually more annoying than the beam. Anyway, 2 mining beam shots. We seem to be winning now. I don't think we're in any danger. I'm going to give this weapon system an extra bonk as well. And there we go. That is some vented shells. I don't think they're fixing this. And they're certainly not breaking our shield, that's for sure. I've got a store, a shell store, that's good. Stores that don't blow me up. And yes, the best augment. The ultimate augment. So that can replace advanced ventilation. Now we have very safe crew. We don't ever need to power a clone bay if it's not in use. Just nice. Incredible upgrade. A shell scientist is also very interesting. We have a clone bay. Being able to heal our crew is very valuable. But I think repairs is the more important thing. Repairs and upgrades. We're going to go engines, I think. Engines are very valuable because they let our overconservers provide more shields effectively. So we're going to be getting engines 8 this run, for sure. The scientist was very interesting. If we had a little bit more money, I think we'd go for it, but not just now. It's not currently an option on our table. Alright, let's see. So this we need to crew kill, or we get an upset shell. So I think we hit the Zoltan shield off with the heavy. I want this ion to soak completely through all of this. There we go, and now we can hit like this. It did not turn their piloting off, that's very bizarre. That's not the reaction I was expecting, so I guess we just try again. That's better. Now they're not going anywhere. And we're going to hit them with a spicy mod arty for 5 or 6 shells. There we go, that should completely ruin them. And then we'll get another mining beam on this weapons system because I want them to stop fixing that. No breaches out of 3 tiles, huh? That's rather unlucky. Then we'll do a little bit of this. There we go, I think that's breached all of the rooms that they could possibly try repairing. And now the shields are as small as possible, we can save us some tasty bio-ion damage. There we go. Professor Shelley. It's a shame. I don't think a shell is a good fit for a clone base ship because we can't really heal him. So we'll have to vent the shell. And this, I'm fairly certain this is... Oh. Another shell. Okay. I was going to say, I thought that would be the quest, because the quest is a distress beacon here. I'm sorry, what? I had no idea this was a crew loss. That is incredibly annoying. Thankfully we have a clone bay, but that's something I'm gonna have to keep in mind. I didn't know that was a bad option. Alright, let's attack these stupid slugs that are trying to cause problems. And they hack my overconservers. That is terrible. They basically hacked my shields. In a really unfun way as well. That's just going to cost us a ton of resources. I guess that's what we get for relying so heavily on ouch. Yeah. Relying too much on this overconservers. One hacking node almost ended the run. We'll have to try a little better. Oh, someone go help Terzel. He can't fix his piloting room. Poor NG. Right, that's the quest node. Right. So this thing, it cloaks for like 20 seconds. So it's definitely not going to have its cloaking up by the time we get round to it. Having a combat drone, that worries me more. And where are their borders? In here. Okay, so we've got a crystal. I think a crystal and this orchid is what we need. Thankfully that didn't hit. There's nothing you can do to stop that though. It's very, very, very evil. Right, now's the question. Do we actually get to fire at this thing before it does another cloak? Because I really wouldn't like this stuff to be up any longer than necessary. Ouch, my sensors though. Poor sensors room. What did they do to deserve this? Let's... oh, orchid. The orchid got vented. That's very ironic. I don't think that's meant to happen. Right, so to crew kill this or not, I don't think you get any reward for crew killing it. I'll just blow this one up. We get a radiant. You're not very interesting because I don't have a medical system. Huh. Well, I guess we do need some form of crew damage, so... Is he skilled in weapons? I guess he could replace my orchid. It's not ideal, though. But anyone else that's not skilled at all? The rock is not skilled, but... That's shields. Well, we could replace the crystal. Crystal isn't particularly useful. Because he gives repair speed, but we have Terzel, so... That might be our best option. We now have a angry, farting shell man. There we go. Shell can sit in the sensors, and when we need him, we have a portable anti-crew exploding device that can Get those pesky enemies away from us. Doors is level 2, so I don't care about this too much, although they boarded here. We have to deal with that. Let's keep doing some explodey, and I think we win that fight. Alright, let's ion. You know what we need right now? We need cloaking. That's why we're taking so much damage. Just had that thought. I think I still have a system slot. And we're not going slug ending, so we can get it. No. Oh well, we need a store. I think we've seen them all this sector already. It was pesky slug store. We can't even go to. A cargo transport. So this is a very good transport. My concern is, do we actually kill it? I feel like it's just going to run away. Right, that was a lot of damage. What are these, shell guardians or something? It's savage. A very badly timed ion barrage there. If we're lucky, we might even hit them, but they might just run away. Nope, they really did roll a layout I literally couldn't damage. That's very irritating. But oh, we have 2 system slots. Hold on, we can get hacking and cloaking. That's what we need. Hacking for that pesky cloaking ships. Be very nice right now. An auto scout store? What? Why? That's not what I was expecting. I was expecting a shell or slug store. I don't know what the rebels are doing here. This is not the sector that's all about rebels and other things working together. Anyway, let's get our ion out here. It's a station, we have accurate ion, and we miss every shot. Well, I hate this right now. Thankfully, because they're a station, I can still do this. But that's kind of cringe. I mean, we get half a beam. We don't even get a whole beam, we get half a beam. There we go, got some damage that time, that'll do. And then we'll do this. Alright, we're doing a bit better now. The ion should hit the whole barrage and then we can wipe them out. There we go. Let's see this auto store. We have a engineer, so this should trade with us. Let's see, what do we have? Misericord, that's interesting. It's shame we don't have any more weapon slots, but oh well. There are 2 systems I want, but I can't quite afford right now. So I guess now's the question. Are we keeping a mining beam, or are we going to make a mod laser with pierce and fire? I think we'll actually just go with pierce fire. We could sell the mod mining laser. It's a bit weird to sell this, but I think we need the volley for if we need to shoot things before the artillery is up. Although cloaking, that's going to save us a lot of grief. Like a lot of grief. Because Because now we're a lot safer while waiting for our weapon, our giant super weapon to charge up. So anyway, let's put a Pierce module on this. And let's put a fire starter on it. So we have Pierce Fire mod laser, which is about as good as you can get. Hacked sector. Now that's an interesting vibe. We hate hacking modules with a burning passion, so that's not happening. We'll go to the Rock Homeworlds instead. And this is definitely going to be a hostile... hostile encounter. Well, that's annoying. He spawned in the center room. Is he a crystal, though? I can't tell. Ah, it's crystal. Okay. That's actually fine. Alright, can we get 100% dodge? Yep. Just in the nick of time and no more. Alright, let's get this ion going. So that's plenty of damage. We can definitely get all of our shots through now. There we go, that's a nice whack. I think we'll wait for another mod arty maybe. Try and blow them up. Oh, it could also do that. I think we'll just leave actually. Right, it's a coalition store. This is unlikely to trade with me. Yeah, no, it's a slug. It's definitely not trading. That's a shame. They've hacked my clone bay, which doesn't matter because we have backup DNA. So that's nothing. Yeah, look at that backup DNA. That backup DNA has already saved a crew. Even though that's not what we intended it for. Why is there a breach? Okay, I think that's that on-death ability of the shell, but... Anyway, can we actually break the shield, please? Because I can't want to do damage to this station. There we go, that's better. Then we can hit their weapon bay. Okay, that's a bit more awkward. Now we've got a hacked room that is also turned off. It's a little bit awkward to fix. I think we'll have to not fix it. Alright, so we'll go Pierce Fire there. Heavy Laser hacking, because that needs to go off so I can actually fix stuff, and yeah, there we go. What are you selling? Charge Iron Ransaw, I don't care. It's still bad. It's all trash. I don't want it. Yeah, this is a very scuffed run. This is not what I was hoping for. To be honest, if it had been any of the other mod arties, this run would have went so much better. It's just we picked the defective ion one that probably needs substantial buffs to be worth using. It is very, very, very slow. That's not very useful. Anyway, we've cloned all our crew. Let's get going again. I almost want to repair, but this is 5, so I think we'll just use the NG method at an empty jump. What is this? A double reward? That sounds delicious. This does not sound delicious. I don't want... Get on rocks, smacking my dude. Get out of here. And somehow I think we're going to run out of drone parts. These drones might be taking one for the team and some, which is not the idea. Right. I think everything's broken here, so let's just finish this off. This is Multiverse. This is not Multiverse. This is very much a me thing. Hicks was only interested in adding modular artillery if hyperspace was going to give it a system. But I don't think they're going to, so this is very much going to be my thing instead. I'm doing the drone one just now, which is not quite ready. There was a lot of issues getting it going, but once the drone one gets working, this will finally get released so people can play with all the extra weapons. And of course the artilleries that go in your augment slots, which are a lot of fun. Oh no, I wanted to repair before we came here. It's all or nothing. Go big or go home. We're going to do the bad thing. This is a terrible idea. I totally should not be doing this. There are like 10 reasons why we're not ready for this. Oh, we're going to need someone who gets there a little bit quicker, I think. Right, so first off, we can't damage this paladin. I have no crew that are any good for that. Like, at all. So, I don't know what to do with this. My crew don't stand a chance against them. The more pressing concern is how we kill this ship, because we're going to run out of cloak before they do. They run out of time waiting on this charging. Don't really want smacked with a rocky boy, but I don't think it's negotiable. There's also a chance of just straight up dying to getting crew killed, which I hadn't even considered. Ouch. Okay, right, let's focus on the borders first, I suppose. As the boarding battle is not going so hot. Break that damned mind control before I go insane. So this has just regular rock armor? Really? It seems kind of underpowered for a boss fight. I'll tell you what isn't underpowered though, all these damned rocks. If they make their way into this clone bay, we might get crew killed. Oh, praise be they ran off. That's amazing. Right, now it's on fire. What absolute scuffed nonsense is this? Get me out of here. I've got 5 hull points and a dream and I'm not giving up. We are going to kick some rock's ass. It's out of here. Right. I-Hat-Snow. So I-Hat-Snow is an enormous upgrade over our rock for obvious reasons. So the old rock is gone, and now we have to deal with these borders. Which is probably more annoying than the actual fight was, because I don't really have much hull to play with. It's the first time I'm genuinely worried we're going to get hull killed by borders. It's very close to being a problem. Anyway, right, let's go get Terzel. We need Tarzil's ability. So we've got four super repairs. And there we go, we've survived somehow. 3 hull points spare, it's not very tempting. This next beacon could determine whether we live or die, which is kind of spooky. Why do we not have more engine levels? What? You're not skilled anymore? Wow, we've been cloning our dudes so much they're losing skills. I might forgo my shield levels for that. Put eye hats and on shields. I feel like that's more important. Inquisition ships, we'll ignore them because we need a hull repair for sure. There we go, we're a bit safer. What do we got here? A rock transport. This is the Rock Hermes. That's very good if we can get our hands on it. And I certainly think we will, because I'm going to use the fire ability of this mod laser. Okay, problem, we still don't have any actual anti-crew. Shells don't really like fighting rocks. Please don't damage that, thank you. Right. We broke through so we can put fire in the oxygen room, or put it better in the weapons. I'm not going to fire the heavy laser, that's a waste of potential hull points we could use to try and kill the enemy ship, and it looks like we don't have enough oxygen because of this breach. Still delayed, but we're going to need fire in there to stop them leaving. So what's the status? We have 3 rocks alive. They have oxygen. Okay, I think we can make this work. How... Hit that. Breach? I put a fire module on this, why does it have breach? That must be from the Pierce, but that's a little bit awkward. That's not quite what I was looking for, but okay. I'll do a little bit of this. This will help deox the weapons room as well, which is nice. This rock has given up venting, getting rid of the lack of oxygen, which is nice. If he fixes that, I can directly hit him as well. There we go. I think the rocks are going to prevail. It's annoying. You know, the whole ship is vented. I don't think we win. No. It was close. We almost got a fancy Hermes, but not quite. Ah yes, the giant mess. We'll apprehend the pirates. This one I believe gives the best reward. Alright, so this... Orchid, can you stop punching your monitor, please? There we go. To wait for my ion and... Oh, almost hurts. Thankfully it doesn't. Right, hit on this, and then I'll do a bit of this. That's actually kind of terrible. I have noticed as well, our weapons are not... They're not really cutting it anymore. We're going to need something stronger. I don't think this mod laser was the right call. It's just not doing enough. Another thing I've noticed is mind control utterly ruins this ship because of its trashy crew capacity. Anyway, this is a mess. Fix that oxygen. Whack the stupid border. Fix doors. Yeah, that's working a bit better. I think they're on fire as well. But so I just saw something burn, but you're alive and they give us a rock. That's... Is this meant to be a gift? Get out of here. I want a rock. Local residents engage in minor trolling. I should ignore these ships and do a repair. It's not what I want to do, but it's what I have to do. I'll keep us going. Right, so distress node. What are we going to do here? Right, well, this is Rig and Tentan. I can't remember what you're supposed to do. Right, I don't think we have the... I think we need, is it mind control or something? Or a high-level medical system? I don't know, we didn't have the option. It's, oh no. A combination of weird events. We get a rock. I don't want a rock. Go away. This is terrible gifts again. They keep giving me rocks. I don't want rocks. If I wanted rocks, I would go to a beach. And we're not on a beach. Damn thing's cloaking my shit again. There's no point trying to push the heavies through. I think we'll just go with fire damage. Right, so we're gonna have to go weapons. We've got 2. No statuses though. That's a bit rude. Man, this is awful. I think the next mod arty actually hits them, but my precious hull is already getting whacked. Not even been 5 seconds and they're hitting it again. God damn it. I certainly overvalued how much these drones are going to soak up late in the run, because they're not doing much at all. I didn't expect to lose this many drone parts. I started with 100 and I've somehow consistently lost parts. Are we actually going to run out though? Because that would be awkward way to finish. That's better. There we go. That's what we like to see. Casual destruction. And they're not avoiding my arty at all this time. They're going to get the full force of it, maybe? About half of it. There we go, that's what we like to see. The actual fire mod, setting them on fire. It's kind of scuffed, but oh well. And yes, now a mod artillery times out perfectly. They get absolutely pelted. And now we're doing better. No more annoying rocks. Brigading my damned thing. But I am kind of concerned. We don't have the damage output right now. This is very, 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 very slow. Phase 3 of Flagship is going to be quite a chore if this is how little damage output we have. Because don't get me wrong, it's good. I'm just worried that the timing isn't going to be so favourable. As we get 3 more jumps and then we have to dive to leave the sector. That's not ideal either. I'd rather we didn't have to dive. I'm not bothered about the crew. This is probably like a human or something. The borders, though, they're not very nice. Right, so it looks like we're just going to have ion and nothing more. No heavy lasers. Well, I think we sneak those in before the thing runs out, so that's good. No piloting because they mind control Terzel. That's going to be shenanigans phase 1 if they mind control Terzel before shooting. We could be in for some serious pain. And there we go. And I was hoping for store up here, but this is not so good. This event, I've seen this event like 5 times this run. I really don't want it anymore. Like, get out of here. Trying to troll me. Right, so last call for upgrades. I think we do more engines. Get even greater value out of my overconservers. So we're going all in on the overconserving, and no good luck roll here. That's fine, we can just leave. Did I just see mind control particles? That was weird. Not sure what that was about. Anyway, can we leave before we get hit with this? Yes. Goodbye. I get another fuel thing. I could reroute. I think that's what we need to do. We actually need money for the flagship. I don't think this ship wins just now. Because we actually need it. So where is... Oh, this sector layout sucks. If this isn't Billy Hector, we're screwed. Forgetting him. Nope. Okay, this is... awkward, and I forgot that's the bad option. Don't side with Hector because they're evil. God damn it. Thankfully our crew is barely strong enough to kill these. And that's a good test of what actual dangerous boarding does to us. Can we even beat phase 1 borders though? I'm not convinced we will without getting Billy Hector. Because Billy is what we need. And he's not here, so we literally can't get him because of where he spawned. That's just really trolly, because I'd have had to take 5 damage just to roll him as well. I was willing to do that, but... we can't get him if we have to dive, so... that's a bit of an oopsie. Did you have to put that there, though? Bruh. Let's divert all resources to killing that. We're in a spot of trouble. I can't kill these borders and they're in my clone bay. At least the weapons are gone. Is there a way to win against this stupid boarding drone? With what I've got. Actually, maybe if we force 2 orchids here, we could stop it being vented. There we go. The problem solving on the fly. Yeah, that was risky. Suzzies and a boarding drone. Kind of pushing what we can do to the limit. There we go, that's a nice bit of damage. I think we'll just blow them up now. Get those pesky sullies out here. A breach bomb. Breach bomb's nice, that's more cargo, but... Yeah, Billy Hector, he spawned down there. I had no way of knowing. There were 2 up here and 1 down here, and I chose the better odds and lost anyway. What a damn shame. Why is he not healing very quickly? Oh, that's no good. My rock dude basically can't heal. It's awful. Lizard crew. What do lizard crew do? They can't repair, but they have good combat stats. That sounds like a mantis, and we don't need mantis, so hopefully we don't get given crew from this event. There we go, nice hit, and we'll go all weapons. There we go. Against all the odds, the board is another problem. Even with damned boarding drones. There we go. It's on fire in 2 rooms, that's good. It's a shame they have doors, but oh well. I think we're safe now. No more pain. Maybe we get a lizard friend. Oh, they give us an anti-bio module. That is gross. I do not want that. Please do not give me that. Oh no, Billy's the distress. It's Metian that we lost. You're not having Billy because we actually can't win the run without him. You can replace... Let's see, you're gold skilled, so you can replace the engine operator. Who keeps getting cloned. Or shield operator. We'll do this swap, because Ihatsuno's more likely to die than the other dude. Never mind. Billy can go fight that. We'll do that. And I just got rid of an orchid as well, that's typical. I'll do a little bit of dodging. They have an Overconserver drone as well, that's pretty funny. We found an enemy using our own technology. It's a shame they don't know how to use it. Unfortunately, they do know how to cloak though, that's less negotiable. I was hoping they didn't have cloaking that timed out, but they do, so... Looks like we're going to be having a very, very, very slow fight. There we go, I think it's the next time round on their cloaking before we actually get to hit them properly, but I don't think we need to wait. We just keep whacking them and... Oh, finally, the angel has boarded. Big danger has arrived. It's low melee damage, means Billy might actually have a chance at fighting him one-on-one. Not sure, it might be the upper limit for what he can handle. Nope, he's fine. Billy is a Chad. Oh, he just sits in his box like an absolute troll. Billy is an immovable object. That's why we wanted him. He can literally take on the MFKs and whack them in the face while dipping in and out of a box. So that's a little jack-in-a-box troll. Hey, like we shot their drone. That's actually kind of what we needed. Stop them getting those Overconserving layers. Anyway, now we're a bit more sorted. The drones aren't powered. They only get one drone. Bit weird, but okay. If only we could crew kill them. I don't think it's possible. The irony would be amazing. Also, hold on. Do Legion weapons count as 8th attack? I think this event has a lot more value than I gave it credit for. Billy isn't the most valuable thing. It's dropping 8th attack. We can get Modular Artillery 4. The Plasma would definitely be a nice upgrade. Oh yeah, it drops a Zenith. That's it's ancient tech. So how much is an ancient tech that changes on each weapon schematic? I'll have to go and have a look. Let's go look at the blueprints file. How much did we set the price for this ancient upgrade? It might be too much for us to afford right away, but it's definitely the goal is to get it. Where is it? Ion I want. Ancient Ion 3, 275 scrap. Yikes, I don't have that right now. Also don't have the fuel. We might not be getting that this run. Might be a little bit out of our price range. It'd be nice if we could buy it though, but I don't think we can. If you buy the 8th attack for the Zoltan shield, it actually reduces the amount of overcharging layers you can get to 3. That's a unfortunate fact of life with this thing. You can't really enjoy it. And the 8th attack at the same time. He gave me an NG, how rude. I don't want NG. What I want is fuel. If we can get enough fuel, there's a tiny, tiny chance I can get the 8th version of this mod arty at the end of the sector. That would definitely secure us a victory. Oh, Waker point 5 though, that's also very good. Waker point 5 is expensive. Is it worth the scrap here? No. We'll actually just take fuel from his store. Right, a disruption field's tempting. I could just buy that. Forgo the artillery. Actually, it doesn't last forever anymore. I forgot. Oh well. So 30 fuel. We need 25 for the augment. 275 scrap. We can afford that soon. It's going to be very fun. Most exciting 8th attack of the year for sure. That's stupid lizards. Anyway, onwards. Alright, I think we get what? Are we literally just at the end here? We're a bit short. I need your money. I think this dude's money and the exit beacon reward should be just enough and no more. And then we have Plasma. Plasma RT is going to solve everything because it's just infinitely better. Like, there's just no contest. It's just a superior form. They're both fire missiles. Are any of these going to pop? Oh, that was dangerous. That could have ended absolutely terribly, but thankfully it didn't. These damned cloaking ships, man. Most annoying thing ever. Thankfully we just get lucky today. Who needs shields when you can just get lucky with engines? Anyway, let's try hitting this cloak. Get this thoughting cloak out of here. I want nothing else to do with this stupid thing. Keep it turned off. They fix it right as I fire. What? Stop. Enough. Like, actually just stop. I want no more cloaking of my arty. They're gonna do it again. No, they didn't. They got screwed. Right. That's better. And let's get some damage on those shields, huh? There we go. 38. I think we're gonna get 275 scrap. Yeah. It's not the best. What do we got? Lockdown status. Fire lockdown. Damn, it's a shame this isn't what we need, but we almost have fire lock, but I don't think we have enough shield pressure right now. But we'll have enough shield pressure after we change sector, though. Fuel in a sector map, and yeah. Ancient artillery. That's a very, very expensive upgrade, but it's definitely worth it. The giant flaming Aether Tech weapon. Oh, a base. What does this base load out? 4, 6. 1, 2. You arrive a bit late, who cares? We get tons of money. I don't think we'll be getting any Aether Tech upgrades, but that's fine. What I'll instead be doing is selling these to Sylvan. Probably buying some other miscellaneous upgrades like Ion Field for Phase 1. Because that's definitely going to save us a lot of hassle with the phaser. Past that is not really anything we need. We could benefit maybe from breach sealant. I think it's probably the more viable one. But we kind of reached the end of the upgrade tree. It's just if we can afford a level of engines, we might do it. Anyway, here comes the Aether Iron. That description is bugged. This thing was 40 seconds in the very early version, but it hasn't been 40 seconds for a while. It was very underpowered. Anyway, here comes the nuke. Yeah, they have no shields now. And this burns shields. They have no shields, ever. With fire lock, yeah, there's nothing they can do. Look at this. This is what we needed. I'm going to strip the modules off of these to make sure we definitely have fire lock and not some goofy wannabe. Oh, I forgot to use Billy's ability. Okay, now we're in a little bit of a bother. This is not ideal, but oh well. Billy can't tank an entire room full of people. He's strong, but he's not that strong. I'll not push our luck too much. There we go. We're doing much better now that we have an actual source of shield damage. And there we go. All gone. Right, Sylvan, we need some money. Can we have some money? I'm not going to give you drone parts in case we somehow mysteriously run out of them. And a Cinquida. We have an incredibly trolly defensive build. This could be what we need as an absolute assertive form of damage through any amount of shields. I hate to say it, but it's actually what we need right now. Which is not a good sign. It means we're using trash. I don't need cargo because we're right at the end. Right, last opportunity for upgrades. What are we going to get? I'm going to get engines. I'm going all in. We get a little dodge rate up. So 48% dodge, 4 overconservers. I mean, we basically have 2 sets of level 3 shields right now. Although I didn't get an empty jump to reconfigure my mod things because I accidentally salvaged. Which is a bit of an oops, so... yeah, Cinquida's Redemption is definitely going to be how we're going to do this. It's going to go on the inner slot in case we have oopsies with phase 1 being annoying. This store, if that survives, is going to be very beneficial as well. Anyway, Aether Ion. Once this fires, their shields are going to be dead, so it's just a case of surviving. I'm tempted to just pop this immediately, but I want them aboard. Him getting selected is terrible because I needed that AoE damage. Right, how do we deal with these boarders? If they board again, we're screwed. We need to cloak immediately. I need to injure these dudes enough that they don't bother boarding again. Which is not easy to do when your shell is being stupid. Let's chase them around a bit. You're going to need to go back to piloting bay. And we're going to have to wait. We're going to get boarded again, I think, though. Oof. Okay, that's not bad. They boarded an airlock, so they take some damage. And now we're a lot better off, because that's broke. So Cinquida goes here. This needs to go off. I'm not getting crew killed, so that ain't happening. How did that fire when there was no line of sight? That's weird. Anyway, we'll focus on battles we can win. I think we have to go for this. Have to try and win this battle or we can't do anything. Right, so 4. This is 3 damage. These should be level 3, so... they're level 4. Yeah, we're playing on hard, aren't we? Very annoying. They board again. My shield's room, right, we've got to send someone down there. This is not so hot, because we've lost weapons, but... we are at least killing their crew, so they're not going to come back. Once this is dealt with, it's dealt with. Right, mod laser, save us please. Thankfully the overconservers are doing a great job of keeping us from getting pelted too hard, but... right, leave them there. Terzel, you need to take a crew up here. Oh, they're burning! Okay, that's not what I was expecting to be going on. They must be really running out of crew. If they're taking fire damage. Yeah, I think we've actually started doing burns. Well, if that's the case, we'll put more fire over, make it even more one-sided. And yeah, I think we've overcome the first hurdle of the flagship, which was definitely dealing with that shenanigans. He was in his shield. I thought it was meant to protect him from fire, whatever. Oh, it's a resistant room. Set it on fire then. Turn that pesky ion off. There we go, it's off. Completely off. No danger here at all. I wonder if we get a crew kill just waiting. That'd be interesting. A passive crew kill. Because that's a lot of fire. I think these are guaranteed. Oh! Now that is tasty. That is a big burn. I guess it's a question of, do I want a crew kill or not? Certainly don't want him around, that's for sure. I don't think I want a crew kill. Because if I get a crew kill, the AI is going to dodge. If there's only a tiny amount of crew left, they don't really get to dodge. Because their crew will be busy. So we'll avoid doing that. The flagship will mysteriously, somehow, come up with an inventive strategy to repair itself or burning. The store's gone. Okay, so that's a bit of potential lost. We lost about 70 scrap because of that. At least we can reconfigure stuff. I think we take this for extra scrap. Aether ion. That's a bit of a struggle, but Phase 2's up next. Phase 2 is the worst as well. We rely on overcharger drones as a source of shield, and they don't like drone surges at all. Why did I fire that before the thing went off? I have no idea what I'm doing. That was a bit dumb. Oh well. Rip damage. Now it's good to go. Better. Get the nice output. The lack of DPS is going to be a problem as well, because we need to ideally end Phase 2 as quickly as possible. Yeah, he leaves a breach. I want my crew all fully healed, no shenanigans. I don't care if that means he's not skilled for a moment. Yeah, crew all healed up. The orchid, yeah, you're not skilled, you can vent as well. My health all maxed here. Because I want nothing left to chance. Let's return to the base and swap some modules. Is it even worth it now? For that mod laser? It's probably not worth it. Okay, so the question is a modular laser worth more than a Synquida? Probably not. The Zenith, though, it's 4 damage. It's unreliable. Nah, we'll stick with what we got. It's just a pest. I couldn't sell all that stuff. So, any internal upgrades to grab? The drone phase? Not really. There's nothing. We'll just repair the hull. I don't know if we actually... Do we need power? You 1 bar. Do that. And there's not really any survivability upgrades. I guess I got a choice of buffer point shields or buffer point piloting. I got to buffer the shields. Nice, this is a bit dodgy. It hacked my doors. That's what I wanted. I wanted to hack something useless. And now comes the problem. My overchargers don't work. Because they have a beam drone. It hit my... If that had decided the drones were going to attack that cloaking, that would have ended my run. Drone surge? Where's the drone surge? Huh? What? Did someone steal the drones? Where's the drone surge go? I'm not complaining, but it's kind of weird. Anyway, let's get this laser. It doesn't come back if you break it. I should have went buffer point. Should have went buffer point piloting. Oh well. Drone surge is not found? That's certainly an odd interaction. I would like to know why there are no drone surges. Because this is very weird. Something has ate the drones. The flagship is also opening airlocks. This is very peculiar. Anyway, let's see what we can get. So if there's no drone surges, this isn't a dangerous phase at all. Yeah, it's odd. I was worried this phase would be dangerous, but it's just not here. They stole the drones. Well, there's nothing I can do because we don't get a free jump going back here, so I guess we just run at the flagship now. Yeah, it's odd. And if this phase to break as well, that's extra weird because they're different types of surges. The modular artillery is not the same as the flagships. It's a different type of surge. So I don't know why they'd overwrite each other. Now phase 3 breaking wouldn't surprise me too much. If ours doesn't fire at all, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, it looks like they still have crew. Can we not have crew? Oh, he's the last crew. I guess we leave you alone now. Oh no, they definitely have surges. It's only the drone phase that breaks. That's weird. Also, it's cloaking his timing in line with my stuff. That's toxic. Can you go back to your own ship, please? Or is... There we go. Ow! Okay, that was very rude. Terzel, use your thing. We need a express repair. That's 4 damage, that will bleed through. Looks like we got a breach. I wanted fire, but we got a breach. That's a shame. This is not going so well because of all this damage. I was hoping that would break it, but oh well. We're a bit of a mess right now. That breach sealant though, that's saving us from a bit. I have to dodge this because I can't risk them breaking stuff again. This damned Zoltan shield to go away. There we go, that's better. Alright, so we do 5 damage. Turn those auxiliary weapons off, and the laser. Now we're looking a lot better. Now I'm in very little danger. Still apparently enough to take damage, but I think we're done here. Because I can do that. And now we're safe. No more angry flagship. Although it is still surging quicker than my drones can cover. So it was definitely a close finish, but we won in the end. And there we go. Overcharges are definitely not worth spamming, I must say. It's far closer than it should have been. I think it's also this ship, man. 6 crew capacity? It's not really enough. You need more. You need more crew so I can actually deal with problems on board, but oh well. Right. I think we're done for the day. Tazl's ship has somehow survived everything being thrown at it. I didn't think it would. Ion mod artillery is decrepitly underpowered. That's definitely going to need some serious reworking because it's terrible. It was not an enjoyable experience from my side. Really not sure what to do with it though. I think it just needs to shoot quicker and self-chain. 2 things it should do already, but it doesn't currently, so I'll be getting a nice touch-up before it's released. The plasma though, the plasma arty the way it is, that's fine. 30 seconds to absolutely donk on shields is great. It's just an issue of getting hacking. We didn't have the money for it, but with hacking it would be fine. Anyway, that's my thoughts of the day. I think tomorrow, well not tomorrow, next stream we try something a bit more ordered. Something plain and reliable with no overall flaws. Something that is guaranteed to do damage, that's for sure. Anyway, I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.